So what's up? So the Houston Rockets choked again. James Harden, paper champion. Chris Paul, paper champion. Mike D'Antoni, paper head coach champion. And you know it was a trip. It was a closely bodied game. Steph Curry was putting up an Easter egg for the first half. People have always slept on the greatness of Steph Curry. I'm telling you, this guy's one of the all-time greatest. And when his career is all said and done, he's going to be somewhere probably between 12 to 25 all-time great, if not clutching close to top 10. To me already, he belongs in that same conversation with Magic Johnson and Oscar Robertson. You have never seen anything like this cat. He can shoot himself in anywhere. And you knew. People don't understand. Kevin Durant is the best player in the league and one of the all-time greatest players. And Steph Curry followed in those same footsteps as Dwayne Wade when LeBron James came to Miami to defer to a greater talent. The difference between Curry and Wade, though, and Wade was great, especially that first year. Well, the loss to Dallas, he was clearly the best player on Miami, and he came up big. But Steph Curry is still prime peak. That's the difference in the way the game is played today. But anyway, D Wade is my favorite player, and Steph's one of my favorite players ever. But I'm telling you, for a guy to be humble to defer says a lot. But let's get back to these Rockets. James Harden always chokes. He's going to win another MVP if they don't give it to Greek Freak. But he just can't seem to get the team over the hump. There's always some excuse. But what about this? What about that? Chris Paul, same thing. And he's basically on life support. He had a good game tonight, but he looks sluggish and he looks lethargic. He's on his last legs. They had their better squad last year. They really did. Trevor Ariza and them, they had a better defensive squad. They had a better approach. And I don't think they're going to get much better than they were last year. I just don't. I didn't see it. They had a good chance the other night. And playing these close games, they really want to be a shooting team. See, Mike D'Antoni is great for the regular season. I look at Mike D'Antoni like I look at George Karl and Rick Alderman. There are coaches similar to that vein that they are Don Nelson too. Great offensive-minded coaches, but they didn't play a lick on the defensive side. And they couldn't play a full game. So if we couldn't outshoot you and beat you that way, you know how the story is going to end. Houston is probably the closest team that can give Golden State a run because of the style, but they can't beat them because Golden State knows how to just got that one other gear. And shuts up Charles Barkley again because you can't mess with this. But James Harden, he's a great regular season player. He's got the old label and the old tag that Peyton Manning used to have. Clutch during the regular season, not much during the postseason. And Chris Paul falls in there, and Mike D'Antoni does too. Houston used to be clutch city when Hakeem the Dream and Kenny the Jet and Mary Ellie and Robert Horry and those cats was holding it down. But now they're choke city as far as basketball because they can't seal the deal. Last year, they could use the CP3 injury. This year, Kevin Durant gets hurt. It's an evenly matched situation. You can body, They didn't finish the deal. Got beat again. Got out hustled. And Steph Curry, he showed you. People want to downplay it. He's one of the 3 to 5 best players in the world. Don't let him fool you. He can get going. And Klay Thompson was balling. Draymond, they on their best behavior and there's no foolery and they just strictly playing ball. Ain't a lot of teams that can hang with them. The only team that I could see potentially that could really give Golden State a problem would be Milwaukee because of the style but if Golden State is full throttle, full horses, it's gonna be hard to beat them. I'm just being real. Houston choked again. So James Harden, pad your stats. You had a great year, but it's the same old same. CP3, pad your stats, same old same. Keep on doing them State Farm commercials because that's you win more in commercial ratings than you do as far as the postseason. On Mike D'Antoni, old Pringles head turkey, it's the same old same. Same old same. So anyway, that's my take about the Houston Rockets choking again and the greatness of Steph Curry. Feel free to leave them comments, hit the subscribe and the bell rings in the video. I'm out. Peace.